Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name's Jenny Marie and welcome along to my Pilates and full body stretch workout. So we're going to be strengthening, toning and stretching today through the legs, the glutes, the abs and even the triceps as well. And I will be working at 3 levels. So level 1 is for beginners, 2 is intermediate and 3 is advanced. So take the one that's right for you today. Let's step our feet wide. So turning the toes out to 45 degrees. Take a few little shoulder rolls up, back and down. So we're going to set our posture, find neutral spine. So bring one hand onto the lower abs, one onto the lower back, and taking a little tilt of the pelvis forwards and back. And we want to find that position in the middle where our hip bones are flat and we have a natural curve in our lower backs. So once we're there, take a deep breath in, palms together overhead, and then exhale, bending the knees into a little squat. So level 1, take just a little baby knee bend. Level 2 and 3, you can drop down lower. And big welcome today if you are new to my channel, and welcome back if you are returning. And if you haven't subscribed yet, if you can take a moment to just press subscribe, it'd be really appreciated. We're going to take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Now I want you to draw your belly button in towards your spine, like you're putting on a tight belt. And then exhale and let about half of the tension go. So we're maintaining 50% tension in those lower abs. Hold at the top. Exhale over into a little side stretch, reaching through the fingertips. Center and other side. So we're lengthening now through the waist. Exhale. Inhale, one more. And then take a deep breath in and bring the palms down in line with the shoulders. And we're going to exhale, take a little squat down and then over into the side stretch. So level 2 and 3, you can drop down lower. So exhale, find length upwards. Inhale. And that lovely stretch through the waist, as well as some strength through the legs. So level 3, your challenge, drop down a little deeper. Lovely work, well done. Last few here, find that length through the fingertips. Check we've got that activation through the core. And let's lift up through the pelvic floor as well. Last one here. Well done. And then bringing our feet to hip distance. Let's reset the posture, roll the shoulders back and down. So level 1, I want you to take a little heel lift up and down, alternate legs. 2 and 3, knee to chest. This is standing single leg stretch. So exhale, knee comes up, inhale to lower. So exactly the same as the lying version of this exercise. You bring the knee in nice and close. Keep the activation through the core. Level 3 option, you're going to add opposite arm. So exhale up and inhale down. And landing as lightly as you can here. So we're keeping that control through the core. And we're working here on our balance, on our leg strength and also the core strength as well. Let's check your head position, so chin's tucked in. So we're keeping our head and our neck in alignment with the rest of the spine. Exhale. Inhale, well done. Last few here. Well done, one more. Lovely work, well done. Feet staying hip distance. And we're going to take a little leg lift. So bring the weight into the left leg. Level 1, little baby lift. Level 2 and 3, you're going to lift higher. Level 3, little pulses, 3 at the top. Squeeze into the hip and into the side of the thigh. Keep that activation through the core and the pelvic floor. And keep the toes spread out on this left foot, and the weight should be even between the front and the back of the foot. Try not to curl your toes up and grab onto the floor. We want to spread the toes out. Just one more. And lightly landing down. Let's check our posture and alignment, and then when you're ready, off we go. Left leg. Squeezing at the top. Level 3 option, 3 little pulses. Point the toes, lengthen the leg. Lovely work, well done. Last few here. Squeeze. Two more. And last one. Okay, well done. And let's come and stand at the bottom of our mat. So we've got space in front of us to roll down. So feet hip distance, roll your shoulders back, set your posture, hands to the thighs, drop chin to chest, and we're taking a half roll down. So relax through the upper body, hands just below the knees, and then draw belly button in, slowly rolling up through the spine. So the head comes up last, shoulders back and down. And same again, exhale, chin to chest. And inhale, coming back up. This time we're going to roll all the way down to the mat. So if you're new to this exercise, level 1, take a bigger knee bend to come down. So we're going to exhale, drop chin to chest. The upper body become heavy. Big knee bend for level 1, so fingertips touch the floor, and then lightly walk out onto your hands and knees. So hands under the shoulders and knees underneath the hips. Even out the weight between the arms and the legs. Set neutral spine, so just make sure that you haven't got too much curve or too much flattening. Nice natural curve, draw belly button in. Right leg slides back, level 1, leg lift up and down. 2 and 3, left arm comes out as well. Lift and lower. Squeeze your bum. Exhale, inhale. Level 3, we're going to add 3 pulses at the top. So squeeze the bum. Pulse with that leg. Point the toes. And we're exhaling at the top. Squeeze. Eye gaze slightly forward of the hand or hands. Well done, lovely work. Try and keep the rest of the body really still by using that core strength. One more. Lightly landing down. Let's switch sides. So left leg slides back. Level 2 and 3. Add that opposite arm. And up we come. So remember, in Pilates, we want to focus on our technique, our control of the movements and precision of the technique as well. Option, add those little pulses. 3, 2, and release. We're done. Squeeze those glutes. done. Lightly landing down. So hands under the shoulders and knees stay under the hips. We're going to bring the right leg up. This is going to take us into a level 2 to Pilates press up. So I will show you. We're going to exhale, bend the elbows, lower the chest down, nose taps the mat, and slowly come up. So if that's okay for you today, stay here. Level 1, knee drops down, and you take both elbows to the mat and slowly come back up. Okay, level 3, you can pop up onto the toes. So again, foot comes up in line with the hip, the weight comes forward a little bit. Exhale and inhale. So foot lifts up and then foot comes back in line with the hip, yeah? Elbows squeeze in and back. We are working our triceps, so nice and slow and controlled. Let's take one more. So really squeeze into the back of the arms by pushing into heels of the hands. Lightly land and let's change legs. Left leg up, exhale down. Inhale up. So again, keeping neutral spine, keep those lower abs pulled in nice and tight. Show you from here, last 3. Exhale. Inhale. And last one, well done. Let's take the knees wider than the hips, sit back into a little back stretch. So reach through the fingertips, sit back onto the heels, and then slowly walk the hands to the left side. Well done, center and the other side. A lovely back stretch. Keep the tailbone close to the heels. Well done. Okay, we're gonna come towards the back of the mats. And we're gonna slowly walk our hands forwards and lower ourselves down onto our forearms to take a lovely back stretch. So bring your feet so they're hip distance, lengthen through the legs, and then lift the hip bones from the mat, lift your belly button, find neutral spine. Option, look straight ahead, or you can look down to add a little neck stretch. So this is a great stretch and a strengthener at the same time. So we're stretching through the front of the body, the chest, the shoulders, and we're strengthening through the back, especially through the mid-back. So take some nice deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Think about lifting up through the chest, so you're pushing the chest through the arms and keeping the shoulders down away from the ears. 2 more breaths here. Lovely work, well done. And then we're going to lower ourselves down, so we're resting our forehead onto our hands. Rest your chest down, belly button in. Level 1, single leg lift. Level 2 and 3, add a little swim. So level 3, you can lift the legs a little bit higher. And let's check that breathing. So in through the nose and out through the mouth. So make sure your breathing's nice and deep. It's easy to forget to breathe properly in this one. Try and relax through the shoulders and the upper body. And with your swimming, option to go a little bit quicker for our last few breaths. Lovely work, well done. Releasing down, and we're going to bring our hands underneath the shoulders and push up and back over into child's pose for level 1. So you're taking the heels to the hips, hips to heels, or level 2 and 3. You can tuck your toes and we find down facing dog. So you're going to look back towards the knees here. If your hamstrings are tight, bend the knees or take your feet wider. Let's take a little walk of the heels down and up. So we're stretching out through the back of the legs. So calves and hamstrings. And make sure you're looking back towards the knees. So we get that lovely stretch through the neck. Keep breathing smoothly and evenly in through the nose and out through the mouth. And the last couple here. And then if you're in down dog, we're going to inhale, lift the heels and roll through one vertebrae at a time into a high plank. If you're in a child's pose, just walk your hands forward until they're under the shoulders. And for level 1, you can stay here onto your knees, yeah? So again, checking neutral spine, eyes forward just ahead of hands. Level 2 and 3, you're on your toes. Let's take a 5 breath hold, push into the heels, squeeze the thighs. Breathe wide and deep. Great work, well done. Knees lightly land down and we take that lovely back stretch again, child's pose. 3 breaths here. Well done. And then again, we're going to bring ourselves to the back of the mat. Walk our hands forwards. Lower ourselves onto forearms into that back stretch. So again, set yourself up, neutral spine, belly button in, eyes straight ahead or down. Level 2 and 3 option is to add a little hip stretch. So right knee's going to slide up just in line with the hip, and then we're looking towards the toes. So we're making sure our foot's flexed, ankles in line with the knee. Let's take 3 deep breaths here. So now we're adding a lovely hip stretch to this. Hip stretches are really great for releasing tension through the lower back as well as the hips. If you feel any tension in your neck, just bring the eye gaze down. Okay, let's switch legs. If you've added that hip stretch, left leg slides up. Knee in line with hip, or if your hips are feeling a little bit tight, take the knee closer towards the lower body. Just check that breathing's nice and wide and deep into the lower abs. Inner thigh squeezes towards the mat. Turn and then release. Okay, so we're going to set up for our forearm plank. So we're going to check now our elbows are directly under the shoulders. Knees are hip distance. Level 1, you're going to come up on the knees. So inhale, prepare, exhale, lift the hips. Level 2 and 3, you can pop up onto the toes. So we want to align the heels and the balls of the feet if we're on level 2 and 3. Level 3 challenge, we're coming forward on the toes and then back through the heels. Inhale, come forwards. Exhale, push back. 2 more. Nice straight line as you move. And last one, well done. Hold there. 3 breaths. 2 and 1. Well done. Knees drop down into child's pose, which is here, or into down dog, tucking toes, lifting hips. And this time we're going to take a little movement side to side through the hips. You can walk the heels as well if you want to. that lovely stretch out through the back of the legs. So make sure your tailbone's nice and high. That's it. And then lightly land the knees down. And we're going to take a seat so that we can roll down onto our back. So we're going to start here with our feet hip distance. So level 1, you're going to stay holding on here underneath the thighs. Level 2 and 3, you can bring the arms out in front and let go. We're going to come down really slowly, one vertebrae at a time. So from the tailbone all the way down. So chin tucks in. Keep that control, really slowly come down. And let's take a lovely full body stretch at the bottom. Arms overhead and make yourself nice and long. Reach through the fingertips and the toes. Well done. Okay, let's bring the arms down by the side. We're going to work on the lower abs now. So bend your knees, little pelvic tilt to find that set position. Set up for leg lowers. So we're going to clasp our hands together, bring them behind the head. Inhale to prepare, and then exhale, lift chest and shoulders from the mat. Right leg floats up. So level 1, as you lower the leg, keep the left foot down on the mat. Level 2 and 3, bring the leg up to tabletop. Level 3, you can straighten that left leg. So exhale down, inhale up. Really feel those lower abs working here, yeah? Keep the top leg really still. Exhale down. Inhale up, great job. 2 more. Slowly and controlled. And last one, strong exhale. Strong inhale. Let's switch legs. So level 1, keeping that opposite foot down. And we are maintaining neutral spine here. And we should always be feeling this exercise through the lower abs. If you feel it in the back, just drop down to a lower level. And then you can build your strength up over the weeks. So this full body workout, this would be great to do 2 to 3 times a week for best results. And then you'll find you can build up through the levels as you go. 2 more. Exhale. Inhale. Lovely work. Well done. Last one. Yay, well done. Lightly landing the feet down. Hey, well done. Let's bring our hands back behind. So we're going to work the waist. So same again, we're going to lift up the chest and the shoulders, and then we're going to bring elbow to opposite knee for crisscross. So level 1, keep the opposite foot down. 2 and 3 from tabletop. Level 2, you're going to tap. And level 3, you're going to extend the opposite leg to 45 degrees. Twist through the chest. And keep the elbows pulled back. Strong exhale. So focus on getting that opposite shoulder blade off the mat. And level 3, as you advance, you can start to go quicker. As long as you're keeping that technique and control. You're working the waist. Last few. Great job, well done. Ooh, starting to burn now. 3, 2, last little bit. And 1. Here, well done. Lightly landing down. And let's take our arms out wide. So palms up in line with the shoulders. And then lift up onto your tiptoes and drop your legs to the left side. And then look to the right. So we've got a lovely stretchy twist through our back, keeping both shoulder blades down on the mat. Legs are going to stay nice and still. And that right hand you're looking towards, you're going to bring it over till it touches the left palm. And then open back up. We're going to do 4 more. So slowly coming over. Eyes follow that top hand. Legs stay nice and still. Done. So this is a great twist for the back. Last one. Great for our posture, our spine. Okay, keep that arm nice and wide. Slowly roll back to the center and then taking the legs to the other side. Again, looking away from the legs. Let's check the shoulder blades are back and down into the mat. Looking towards the other hand. And then palm comes over, hands pressed together. Eyes follow that hand. 4. Lovely work. Just check those legs are still and the shoulders are pressed back and down into the mats. Last one coming up. Go, last one here. Great work, well done. And then we're going to bring the legs back to the center. Arms down by the side. And we're going to take a lovely little stretch out. So we're going to start with the right foot coming up and take some little ankle circles around. So just moving from the ankle and then change direction. So your ankle mobility is important. It helps keep our knees nice and mobile. And then take a little hamstring stretch here. So you can hold on behind the calf or the thigh. Keep the shoulders back and down and make sure your legs straight and you're pointing your toes. If you want a deeper stretch, you can straighten out the other leg and you could lift the chest and shoulders from the mat. Take those deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Stretching your hamstrings helps release tension through the lower back and through the leg as well. Well done. And then slowly releasing down. And let's switch legs. So left leg comes up, ankle circles first. Let's check your posture, so keep the shoulders back and down and the chin tucked in. And then other direction. And let's take that hamstring stretch. So hands go behind. Choose your option. Lift the chest, extend out through the toes. Inhale, exhale. So if you find when we're stretching that there's one particular area of your body that feels really tight, then feel free to hold that stretch for a bit longer. Release tension from the body. Okay, let's release down. So feet hip distance, and then bring the right foot so it's just above the left knee. Flex the foot and gently press the thigh away. So level 1, you're going to stay here. 2 and 3, you're going to lift and reach through. Level 3, you could take a little movement around as well. So you'll feel that stretch then through the glutes, so the top of the leg, around the hips a little bit as well. You're going to feel it wherever your muscles are tightest today. And if you find one side is a little bit tighter than the other, then I suggest holding that tighter side for an extra few seconds, and that will help even out any imbalances that you may have. Then release down, and let's switch legs. So again, gently pressing thigh away, flex the foot, and then option lift and reach through. Inhale, exhale. Moving around if you want to. Keep the shoulders back and down. Again, stretching glutes also helps release tension from your lower back. Done releasing, bend the knees, roll to one side and just slowly come up into seated position. Take the feet so they're hip distance, and we'll bring the hands behind and add a little chest and shoulder stretch. So lift the arms up and away from the body, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and then look up. So gently lifting the arms away from the body. And then release, fingertips down by the side. So keep the shoulders back and down. Exhale, drop chin to chest. Inhaling to look all the way up. And then coming back to the center, ear to shoulder. Option with fingertips on the ear or just above. Center and other side. Then come to the center, take a deep breath in, bring the palms down. Pilates full body and stretch all done. Well done. So enjoy the rest of your day, whatever you're doing. And remember to like, comment, share, and please subscribe if you haven't already. And let me know how you're getting on with the workouts as well. Take care. Thank you. See you soon.